Fins, Fluff, and Other Stuff by Bruno Mers and Drita Blow. If I were made of scales and fins with tangled seaweed hair, I'd have to leave my fishy friends to swim back up for air. If I were made of fluffy stuff, I'd quickly have enough of hearing names like Snuggleboo and Pookie Wookie Puff. If I were made of soapy suds and clean right to my core, I'd leave a slippery bubble trail behind me on the floor. If I were made of water in a bathtub or a jug, I'd hope no one would drink me or someday pull the plug. If I were made of lollipops, candy swirls and treats, I'd slowly lose my sugary limbs to everyone I meet. If I were made of cobwebs, on the ceiling I could play, but my silky strings would capture creepy crawlers on the way. If I were made of needles, like a cactus oh so tall, I'd make a great goalkeeper, but pop a lot of balls. If I were made of flowers, I'd befriend the buzzing bees, but pollen from my fragrant blooms would cause the world to sneeze. If I were made of twigs and leaves, the birds would build their nest among my mossy branches, but I'd never get a rest. If I were made of feathers, although I try and try, I'd run and jump and flap my arms, but have no wings to fly. If I were made of metal, staying dry would be a must. My friends could splash in puddles, but in the rain I'd rust. If I were made of skin and bones, with freckles on my nose, hey wait, that sounds familiar. That's me down to my toes. I can somersault and cartwheel, or dance the jitterbug. I can build a pillow igloo, or give my dog a hug. I can run so fast my legs blur, or hide under my bed. I could sing a silly melody while standing on my head. So after thinking very carefully of all that I could be, yippee, I'm really quite content and lucky to be me. And we should all be happy to be who we are. That's the best person we can be, the person we are. Here's a few clues about me. I used to read stories to my 3 daughters when they were little. This story is a favorite of my granddaughters. I've been teaching for a long time, probably longer than some of your parents have been alive. And I think it's important that you have to always be yourself no matter what. And that's the most important reason why I picked this book.